Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML configuration plus auto configuration and many activities. What is auto configuration? I just explained, right? Okay, now these auto configuration activity will be done by Spring Boot framework based on the starters that are added. When I say starters, not eating starters or not other starters, right? These are special jar file, advanced jar file. Okay, starter is like advanced jar file. When you add it, it will deal with main, dependent, relevant jar file. Relevant is extra word, right? Okay, guys. Now let's see. These are special advanced dependencies. Array, in Maven terminology, dependencies means jar file na boss. In Spring Boot programming, having capability to perform what? Auto configuration activity. The auto configuration activities are to perform common things dynamically that are required in application development. Configuration of certain predefined classes as Spring Beans, performing dependency injection among the Spring Beans, providing dependent and relevant jar files, providing embedded database software, servers, okay, supplying necessary plugins required for Maven Gradle, giving database connectivity and other things, right? Embedded database software means the database software that comes along with Spring Boot application execution, H2. Embedded server means the server software that comes with what? That comes along with what? Spring Boot application execution. Embedded Tomcat, embedded Jetty server. These are called embedded things are not there. Super. I'll come to this, guys. What is the difference between dependent jar file and relevant jar file? Already I have given some idea, right? Main jar file is using content of another jar or jar file. They are called dependent jars. There are some extra jars. They are not used by main jar file or dependent jar file, but they may be required in overall application development. They are called relevant jar file or not there. See, guys, you, your family members, your relatives, far relatives, near relative, main and dependents. But your friends are relevant people or not there. Your friends are relevant people or not there. Secret friends are more relevant people or not there. Yes or no, na boss? They don't come officially to any function, but minute to minute they will have update or not there. Yes or no, boss? So I hope you understood main, dependent, relevant. What is that? Relevant. Relevant jars may be used, may not be used, but it's better to have them. If they are used, they will be useful. Interesting or not there? Interesting part is when we add the starters, it not only makes main jar file classes, dependent jar file classes as Spring Bean, it also makes what? Relevant jar file classes as Spring Beans. What classes, guys? Relevant jar file classes as what? Spring Bean. First dot jar, second dot jar, third dot jar. Class A, class B, class. Class A, class B, class C. Okay. A class is using B class and C class. Can I say first dot jar is main jar file? Second, third dot jar are dependent jars. More technically speaking, class A is using class B is using class C. So first dot jar, second dot jar, main and dependent. Third dot jar is what? Transitive dependency. What is there? That jar file comes under what? Transitive dependent jar file. Convinced with me or not there? Here is my Hikari cp.jar or not there? Lots of classes to connect to what? Oracle database. Lots of classes to connect to what? Oracle database. These are called relevant jar files or not there? These are technically called relevant jar files or not there? Okay. Class A of first dot jar are using class B, class C of second and third jar file. Then first dot jar is called main jar. Second jar is called dependent jar file. A dot jar classes are using B dot jar classes. B dot jar classes are using C dot jar. C dot jar classes are using D dot jar. Okay. So like this, dependencies, their main and dependent jars are not there. Spring Boot starter gives main jar file, dependent jar file, dependents dependent jar file, relevant jar file, extra jar file that may be used or unused. Let us assume first dot jar is added to class path for DB interaction. So Spring Boot automatically gives Ikari CP jar as what? A relevant jar file by guessing programmer may show interest to talking to database software using the connection objects of what? Hikari CP connection pool. When I say connection pool, don't worry. It's a factory that contains set of readily available connection object. Instead of creating every connection object manually, it creates set of readily available connection object so that whenever anyone needs any connection object, they can take it and use it. Yes or no, na guys? If application is talking to database software, it may think that he may use Ikari CPU. Uses are not a secondary, but it will give that one as what? Relevant jar file or not there. You are eating bakery food, okay? Along with the item, they will give sauce, green sauce, red sauce, everything, right? But they will give tissues, some supporting items, spoons. These are supporting items are not there. Assuming you may use, if use fine, if not use also no problem. Their relevant items are not there. You and your relative family members are main and dependent people. Your friends, extended friends, office people who are your well-wishers, they are relevant people are not there. Are you getting my point there? See, whenever you are in a need, definitely your relatives and extended relatives will come and give sympathy or empathy or what? Moral support. But sometimes relevant people also will come and give what? Moral support are not there. Like friends, office colleagues, they will come and stand with you or not there. Okay. I think no confusion on relevancy, guys. Okay. Now listen. The syntax of Spring Boot starter is Spring boot starter star. In the place of star, anything can be there. This is the common syntax, guys. Spring Boot starter JDBC, Spring Boot starter web, badge, security, JPA. Like this, multiple names are there or not there. Spring Boot starter JDBC, web, badge, security, JPA. Like this, we have a multiple names over here are not there. Like this, 1,000+ starters are there, guys. Spring Boot is full of starters. Because of that, number of jars that you have to add will be reduced or not. Because starters are advanced jar file, which will deal with what? Main, dependent, and relevant. So once you add the starters, come on, number of jars are definitely going to reduce or not there. So if Java application uses third-party APIs or libraries other than Java JW APIs, user-defined API, then the API-related main and dependent jar files must be added to class path or not there. If the class of first.jar are using class of second.jar, then we can say first.jar is main jar file, second.jar is dependent jar file, guys. While working with the framework or third-party APIs or libraries, finding main jar files is easy, but identifying their what? Dependent jar file, transitive dependent jar files of main jar files is what? Very difficult. The dependent jar files are very difficult to find out or not there. Getting both direct and indirect dependent jar files of main jar files is called as what? Arranging transitive dependency. Okay, when you add main jar file, dependents are coming, their dependent till the bottom. That is called, technically called transitive dependency are not there. Maven, Gradle, etc. build tools simplify this job. If you add main jar file, the dependency info to these tools, if you add main jar file dependency info to these tools, like Gradle, They automatically download main jar file, direct, indirect, dependent jar file. So transitive dependency is coming or not there. If you add Spring Boot starters info to one application using Maven Gradle, we not only get both direct and indirect dependent jar file, we also get relevant jar files or not. How many times I shout, point is very simple. I'm trying to give same point in a number of angle. Through Maven Gradle project, if we add main jar file, we'll just get main and dependent jar file and their dependent. But if we add starters, main dependent relevant jars will come. Are you getting my point there or not? Here, Maven Gradle tools arranges the given starter related main jars, dependent jars, transitive dependent jars, and also what relevant. If you add Spring Boot starter JDBC, I'm just giving one example to the project, then we get Spring Core jar files, Spring Core, Spring JDBC jar file, Spring Boot core jar files. Come on, Spring Boot core jar files, Spring Boot core jar file, Hikari CP jar file, Log4j SL4j jar file, Jackson API jar files. What API? Jackson API jar file. Okay, now listen. Okay, these are context support and their dependent, main and dependent jar file. Spring JDBC also, including transitive. Spring Core main jar file. These are nowhere related to main dependent. These are additional jar file, which may be used, which may not be used. These are called relevant jar files or not. By assuming when you do these many things, you will do logging. SL4J jar has come. You may use connection pool because JDBC is involved na Hikari CP. You may get the JSON data. That's why Jackson API. Whether we really use or not, that depends upon our application. Spring Core and its dependents, main and dependent. Spring Boot Core and its dependent, main and dependent. Spring JDBC and its dependent, main and dependent. But Hikari CP, Jackson API, SL4J, Log4j, they may be used, they may not be used. If not used, they are useless, no doubt. If not used, they are definitely what? Useless. Relevant jar files are not dependent jar files of main jar file because of classes of main jar file do not use classes of what? Relevant jar file directly or indirect. I think you got it. They are just supporting which may be used, which may not be used. Are you understanding my statement? You order food related, all main items and dependent item they will give or not. At the end, they will give some soap and some other item for digestion purpose or not. You may use, you may not use. That's a relevant item or not there. How many times I said point is very simple. Spring Boot starters are advanced jar file. Through Maven Gradle, if they are added to the project, we get main jars, dependent jars, relevant jars. Convinced or not? Super. Spring Boot starters give main jar file, transitive dependent jar file, relevant jar file, direct or indirect dependent jar file. Are you getting my point there or not? When we collect the starters info required for Maven or Gradle from MVN repository, or by using what? Spring Boot initialization or STS plugin, or we can get this information from different places. Or how you added a Spring context support jar. Similarly, how to add the starter name ID. Look at the starter, group ID, artifact ID, version. Add to pom.xml of the Maven process. We are adding this one to pom.xml of the Maven project or not? That's good. Yeah, just now I talked about connection pool now, boss. Yeah, let me say one thing, guys. Connection pool is a factory that contains set of readily available connection objects. Reusability of the connection objects are there. Okay. Who represent this connection pool? Data source object. What is the role of data source object? You want to create new connection object in the connection pool through data. You want to get access to one connection object through data source. You want to delete connection object through data source. You want to add data source. So data source object acts as entry and exit point for what? Connection objects of the connection pool are not there. What's the advantage of connection pool, sir? My application wants to talk with the database 100 times simultaneously. Instead of creating 100 connection objects, do one thing. Simultaneously, 10 requests wants to talk with the database software at a time. Keep 10 to 20 connection objects, guys. Come on. Just keep what? 10 to 20 connection objects and reuse them again and again or not. Reuse them again and again or not. I want reply, my dear. Convinced with me or not? Data source object represent JDBC connection pool having set of readily available JDBC connection object before actually being used. Hikari CP Proxul C3PG. Data source object represent JDBC connection pool or not? Are you getting my point there? Super. Instead of creating connections separately, keep 10 connection objects ready. Use them again and again. Instead of asking every student of every batch to bring your own chair, management has kept 400 chairs ready. Those chairs are reused for what? Multiple batches of multiple courses. Come on. For 4 or 5 years from generation onwards are not there. So chairs are reused or not there. Instead of that, if I ask every student to bring their own chair means, okay, in a given situation per day, 2000 chairs are required or not required. But just keeping 400 500 chairs in the classroom, they are giving service to 2000 students per day or not there. And these chairs they use for what? 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, 10 years also, right? So much reusability is coming with the chair pool or not there. I hope you understood. Same as connection. My application talking to database software 1000 times. 1000 connection objects is possible, guys? Not. 1000 connection objects is really possible or not possible? Okay, guys. There are multiple JVM based languages. I think we already discussed this point. Okay. Yeah, JVM based language means what? They have their own compiler, they have their own syntax. They generate dot class file. To execute that dot class file, we can use what? Common JRE JVM or not there? Black full t-shirt. Can you focus here? Replied, she replied, concentrate, right? Not you, backside person. All okay from that side? Focus. Right. If you don't focus, message never comes back. Okay. Right. .java, .groovy, Scala, Kotlin. Compiler, right? You will get .class file. All of them can be executed using common JRE JVM or not there. Super. SpringBoot latest version 3.4.5. Okay, January 2025. Right now we are in which version? Which month? 3.5.4. 3.5.4. Where is this month, guys? July 2025. That is the latest version or not? Okay, guys. Tell me. Why do we need starters in Spring Boot application? Number one answer. Based on the starters that are added to class path of the project, the Spring Boot take care of lot of auto configuration activity are not there. Based on starter that are added to class path of the project, build tools like Maven Gradle starts giving main jar file, dependent jar file, and what? Relevant jar files are not there. Main jar file, dependent jar files, and relevant jar files are not there. Say something, my dear. Come on, everyone. Okay. Okay, now I'm trying to give what? Advantages of Spring Boot, features of what Spring Boot. I think everyone is clear with the starters concept. Nothing but same old pom.xml dependency tags only. Earlier for simple jar we have added. Now we are adding for starter. Starter's common syntax is what? Spring hyphen, boot hyphen, starter hyphen, version. That's a common syntax or not there? That's the real common syntax or not there, guys? Are you with me, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Yes. Sorry, guys. I have to guide my team for some further action. Okay, guys. We can do coding for Spring Boot application in multiple JVM based languages like what? Java, Groovy, Kotlin. Since all are habituated with Java, so Java is recommended. Good news is Spring programming means only Java. But Spring Boot programming we can do in what? Multiple JVM based languages. We can do in what? Multiple JVM based languages. What is the possibility? Java, Groovy, Kotlin. But no need of learning Groovy, Kotlin separately, boss. We are already happy with Java. And moreover, all the features of Groovy Kotlin also nowadays added to what? Java. I already said, na, because of competition, Java is adding their own feature and also inspiring from what? Other JVM based languages, bringing those features also over here. Spring Boot and its module gives new annotations by combining multiple relevant annotations to reduce burden on the program. How starters are reducing number of jar files to add. Internally, everything comes, but as a programmer, you have to add very less number of starters, na? Then you will get more number of main dependent relevant jar files are not there. Similarly, it has given advanced annotation which internally combines small annotation. Suppose REST controller is there, controller plus response bar. It's a combination of two annotation or not? Okay. At the rate Spring Boot application is the annotation, guys. Takes time to habituate. It's actually annotation. It's a combination of configuration class, enable auto configuration plus component scan. At the rate configuration, at the rate enable auto configuration plus component scan. Happening or not happening again? Everyone getting my point there or not there? Super. At the rate configuration, at the rate enable auto configuration, at the rate component scan. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super, guys. We can develop and test Spring Boot applications without installing what? External database software and web server or application server software, because Spring Boot application execution itself gives what? Embedded database software and embedded server based on the starters we add or not there. Based on the starters we add or not there. Spring Boot starters reduce number of jar file that should be added by programmer to the project. The each starter gives main jar file, dependent jar file, and what? Relevant jar files. What jar files, guys? Main jar file, dependent jar file, and what? Relevant jar files. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Super. Converting existing Spring projects to Spring Boot is very difficult and not recommended. So we use Spring Boot for new projects, greenfield projects, not for what? Migration. Not for what? Brownfield projects. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. See, Spring Boot start reduce number of jar file. Converting existing projects, Spring projects into Spring Boot is very difficult. Yes. That's why I always use Spring Boot for new projects development. Don't use Spring Boot for what? Migrating existing projects to new projects. Are you getting my point there? New projects means greenfield project. Anything that starts freshly is called greenfield. Anything that is enhanced, that is called brownfield. Tell me, Hyderabad is a greenfield city or brownfield city? From so many years, Hyderabad is popular city, guys. But further cities, so many expansions are happening, right? So can I say Hyderabad is a brownfield city or greenfield city? Definitely it is a clear. Okay. Chandigarh. Greenfield. Because they created from the scratch. That's why wherever you see sector 1, sector 2, sector 3 means what? There's a planned city. If it is not planned city, how the names will be there? Muhammad Ali Nagar. Yes or no, guys? Okay, Nehru Nagar, Gandhi Nagar. This kind of names are there means what? That is a unplanned city. As streets are increasing, they kept the names for the streets. Right? But if you go to Chandigarh, you won't be having this kind of names. Sector 1, sector 2 kind of thing will be there. Noida also, some part is developed as what? As a planned city, right? Naya Raigad, Naya Raipur is a planned city. And one more capital is happening in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Amaravati. This is also Greenfield capital, right? Till now it is on the papers, but I think it is now becoming reality, little reality, right? It should become because my village is very nearer to that. What? What? I will stay in Hyderabad only, don't worry. Okay. Fine, guys. Yeah. And I think in Gujarat, one more smart city is happening. Vadodara, right? Yeah, that is also one greenfield. So if you look at the highways also, national highways also, greenfield highway, brownfield highway. Already 4 lines is there. They are enhancing to 6 lines. Brownfield. No, from the scratch they are constructing highway. That is what greenfield. But one good thing that existing government, central government is doing is, they are wasting money in a number of areas, but they are equally developing what? Okay, infrastructure. They are increasing the connectivity. America has become great nation because of connectivity they have created, either it through trains or roads or flights. How we travel in cabs, Americans travel in what? Flights like that. Because it's a big country, right? To travel from one city to another city, definitely flight is required. At the same time, great road connectivity they have created. And great train connectivity also they have created. And China has beaten America nowadays in that. Because infrastructure means China is next to miracle, right? Fine. Okay. Listen. So, but somehow this government currently working on what? Infrastructure improvement. So many new highways are coming, no new rails are coming, number of flights increasing, station to station, right? Fine. Okay. So I think you got the idea about brownfield city and greenfield city, guys. Why Spring Boot is bad for brownfield projects, sir? Already we have done so many things manually. Spring Boot comes and says, I'm giving same thing through auto configuration. They will give ambiguity with existing things are not there. They will give clash with existing things are not there, guy. So that's why, is Spring Boot good for what? Brownfield projects? No. It's always good for what? Okay, now I am removing on paper, Babu, because it is becoming reality. In these 5 years, it definitely becomes reality. Why? Because Modi needs AP support to survive in the central, right? Modi needs AP support, and the AP people are well known how to collect the funds, okay, by asking directly or indirectly. And same situation came when Vajpayee was prime minister. That time also, that TDP support is very much required for Vajpayee to survive the government. That time you don't believe 40% of World Bank funds are captured by whom? Single state, that is United Arab Pradesh. And now talks are going on. Okay, any new project comes, 1/3 should come to what? That particular state. Otherwise, tomorrow onwards, our MPs will not support your government. So Modi is also happy. At least one or other state is improving in India. Otherwise, he would have given a priority to Gujarat to improve. By now, he is equally distributing funds to what? Other state. Okay, that's good. Great. Yes. Important components of what? Spring Boot. These are the 6, 7 components that are very, very important in what? Spring Boot. Are you getting my point there? Core, CLI, actuators, starters, tools, auto configure. These are the important components are not there. Auto configure, core, CLI, actuator, starter, and what? Tools. Everyone getting my point there, guys. Every component is having every process. What is there, guys? Every process. Auto configure, core, CLI, actuator, starters, and what? Tools. That's good, guys. Tell me. Spring Boot auto configure. Yeah. As you know that this component is there to go for auto configuration activity or not. Based on the starters that are added. Come on. Certain bean classes become Spring Bean, embedded database. All the things we discussed are not there. Spring Boot core. The base module for entire Spring Boot framework, guys. No, no, don't worry. Don't read these lines. Not required. Read headings only. Read headings only. Don't become that much sincere, my dear. Ah, smartness is good. Over smartness misfires. Okay, he's trying to read this one, huh? Great. Okay, then purchase magnifier and come to class. Oh, okay. Spring Boot core. It's a base module for other modules. This module will have basic infrastructure, creating IOC container automatically, reading property file by recognizing certain files automatically, reading YML file alternate to property file, YML, AMLing markup language automatically. Come on. So all these things will be taken care internally and automatically are not there. All these things will be taken care internally and automatically are not there. Say something, my dear. AML, YAML is alternate file for property file, which can be used to provide inputs to Spring Boot framework. YML, YAML is what? Yet another markup language. What language? Yeah, tell me next one. Spring Boot CLI, command line interface. What interface, guys? Uh, actually, we can give commands from command prompt to create project, to build project, to run the project. That's very boring and nasty thing, guys. When IDEs are there, who will write commands in the command prompt to create a project, to add items in the project, to add a jar file project, one command, to convert the project into single unit, one command, to run the project, one command. It looks like a DOS operating system are not there. Our Windows command prompt level in operating system are not there. Very boring. No one uses that. There is chance of doing it. Okay, guys. Next one. Spring Boot actuators. Listen carefully. Project is combination of two features: functional features, non-functional features. Are you listening? Bank project you take. Withdraw money, deposit money, open account, closing account, X, Y, Z. Are you getting my point there or not there? X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Are you getting my point there or not? Okay. X project, Y project, Z project. They are the main feature. They are the primary features. Can I call them as primary features or not, guys? Are you getting my point there or not there? Can you call them as primary features or functional features? But same project needs security. Same project needs logging to keep track of application code flow. Same project needs auditing. Come on, guys. Same project needs thread dump information, threads information. And whenever more threads are unnecessarily created, we can kill few threads are not there. Same project needs heap dump information. How many objects are created? What is each object size? All this stuff, right? Come on, my dear. These are called non-functional features. They are very much required in the maintenance of the project or not there. They are very, very much required in the maintenance of the project or not there. I want reply. Spring Boot actuators are there providing ready-made non-functional features. 15 plus actuators are there. 15 plus non-functional features are ready. If we can mix up them, okay, functional feature, what we developed manually, project looks like great project or not there. Main functional features are like primary logic. Without them, project is not there. Come on. Without them, project is not there. Are you getting my point there, guys? When I use the word non-functional features, right? When I use the word non-functional features, okay, they are secondary logic. If they're fine, if not there also, good. You can still run the project, but completeness in the project, perfection in the project will come when you mix up both functional and non-functional. When you mix up both what? Functional and non-functional features. I hope you convinced it with me, my dear. Come on, everyone. Got the clarity, my dear? Okay. Spring Boot to CLI. CLI means what? This. Spring Boot actuators, guys. Spring Boot actuators. Here is what? Spring Boot starters. Actuators are there giving non-functional features of the project, guys. See, you and me are the main functionalities of the classes, right? We are primary logics or functional features are not there. Okay, the coolers they supported, the audio video they have given, admin staff, all these are non-functional features are not there. So actuators are useful to deal with the non-functional features are not there. Super. Then what is this? Starters. What is there, guys? Starter. When I use the word starters, okay, they are the advanced jar file, which helps for auto configuration activity or not there. Okay, next one, Spring Boot tools. The support that is there to work with the Gradle Maven tools in Spring Boot project is called Spring Boot tools are not there. For everything, explanation is given in the side, boss. You can go through that, right? For everything, explanation is given. But listen, these are the main 7 components of the project are not there. Yeah, first one is what? Auto configure. First one is what? Auto. Based on the jars that are added. Come on. Main and dependent jars will take place or not there. Core, base module for other module, basic things will be taken care or not there. Next, guys. CLI provides environment to create project, to add facilities to project based on the jars that are added or not there. Next one, Spring Boot actuators. What's the use of Spring Boot actuators, guys? They deal with readily available non-functional features or not there. Next, Spring Boot starters. Spring Boot starters, right? They deal with what, guys? They deal with what, guys? So advanced jar file. When you add them, you will get main, dependent, and what? Relevant jar files are not there. Next one, tools. These tools are very useful. Come on, guys. These tools are very useful. Are you getting my point there or not there? These tools are very useful. Gradle build tools are very useful. Okay, to simplify the project development are not there. Okay, now I am taking starters more exclusively, guys. Okay, these are the different categories of starters that are there. I'm not saying these are the starters, guys. These are the different categories of starters that we are having. Spring Core starters, guys, basic starters. Data store starters, guys. They are given towards a database connectivity, boss. Spring Boot starter JDBC, Spring Boot starter data JPA, that kind of starter. Next, messaging. Already I discussed in the long back. These starters are used to give for message-based communication among the applications. Okay, next one, batch. These starters are given for batch processing. We discussed all these are the topics of our course, right? Next one, web starters to develop web applications and distributed applications. Cloud starter to develop microservice architecture projects, right, boss? Netflix OSS, okay, some third-party tools related starter which are required in microservice architecture application development. Once we develop microservice architecture application, come on, we need to see communication among those applications are not there. So for that one, lot of third-party tools are required or not there. And those tools are given by whom, guys? Netflix OSS. What is that? Netflix OSS. Are you getting my point, my dear? Convinced with me, guys? Come on. Okay, tell me. Core starter, basic jar file they give. Data source starter for database interaction. Message starter to get the communication between what? Software component. Batch starter for batch processing. Web starter for developing web applications and what? Distributed application. Cloud starter for what? Microservice architecture based application development. Come on. Netflix OSS, once microservice projects are ready to get the connection between those projects, this Netflix OSS starters are required or not required? Super, boss. Listen. Cloud starter to develop microservice architecture application. Data store for interacting with the database of. Message starter for message based interaction between the applications. Batch for batch processing, guys. Okay, processing the huge amount of data at a time. Web to develop web applications and distributed application. Netflix OSS gives tools required for the microservice based application interaction. Are you getting my point there or not there? Good ideas for developing Spring Boot application. Eclipse IDE with STS plugin is the best. STS is the second best. Come on, guys. Okay, STS is the second base. IntelliJ is the third one. Actually, popularity rating is Eclipse with STS plugin. Or STS plugin means STS IDE features also will come to Eclipse. Second one is IntelliJ. Third one is STS ID. All the three features we are developing here are not there. Say something, my dear. Come on. Spring Boot application development procedure. Spring Boot application development procedure. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Spring Boot application development procedure. Yes, guys. Tell me here what is there? Spring Boot application development procedure. Yeah, tell me. First, you have to create the project by going to website. What is the website? Start.spring.io website, or either using Eclipse IDE or IntelliJ IDE having STS plugin. Create the project by using one of these two things. Super. Decide the tool to use. Mevena Gradella. Super. Next, decide the starters to add, guys. Starters to add. Which starters you want to add, you decide them. Next one, starting with the @Spring Boot application annotation. Starting with what? @Spring Boot application annotation. Are you getting my point there? Starting with @Spring Boot application annotations, develop the code. Develop the code. Then pack the code having code plus embedded database software plus embedded server. So then you release the code. This is the simple steps, guys. What are the first one? What's the first one, guys? Create basic project structure. Cool. Select the build tool. Cool. Select the starters. Develop the code and pack the code. Simply, literally, you need to think about how to pack the code or not there. How to pack the code or not there, guys. Super, boss. Okay, that's good. Fine. So before going, what to do next? What is next? So in the development of application, what is the most commonly used annotation, guys? @Spring Boot application annotation or not? @Spring Boot application annotation or not there? So we are going to understand that annotation in a moment. Before that, today is Saturday means one speciality will be there or not? What is the speciality? One or other senior student will come and share success journey with you people, right? Okay, 1 minute. Today, I want to give double bonanza. I want to introduce two people, guys. One is just a fresher, belongs to 11 o'clock batch who got the job. And other one is what? Senior student who is working for Oracle Corporation, started his career with 2.4 lakhs. Now he's drawing about 30 lakhs. All it happened in the span of what? 6 to 7 years. What is? 6 to 7 years. Okay. Yes, guys. What is the main difference between Spring and Spring Boot? Mr. Ravi Kumar, why I should not scold you? Tell me, Ra. After listening entire Ramayana, will you going to ask Sita is a girl or boy or third gender? Muddy fellow. I already discussed. Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML configuration plus auto config. Auto configuration is the main difference or not there? But more detailed differences you want to wait for 1-2 sessions. I'm going to give nearly 15 plus differences. Mr. Ravi Kumar, Mr. Constant, you are still there in Spring last class only, it seems. Yesterday, today we discussed a lot about what? Spring Boot. See, Spring programming we can do only in Java. Spring Boot we can do in multiple JVM based language. In Spring Boot, Spring no starters. Here Spring starters are there. No embedded servers and databases. Here embedded servers and but everything is directly, indirectly linked with auto configuration only. So that's why what is the main difference between Spring and Spring Boot? Auto configuration, right? Okay, guys. Nothing is there, guys. Anything that is not readily there in IDE will be installed as a plugin. Plugin is a additional patch software that adds extra functionalities to the existing software. Eclipse IDE is good, but STS IDE is good for Spring and Spring Boot programming. In Eclipse only, I want to use STS IDE features. They have given one plugin, add that plugin to Eclipse. In Eclipse, you can enjoy Eclipse benefits and STS IDE benefit because we are adding what? STS plugin to Eclipse IDE. I'll tell one small example, guys. What is plugin? Plugin is a patch software, small software that provides additional functionalities on the top of the existing software. Additional functionalities on the top of what? Existing software. Are you getting my point there or not? Spexwala replied, what she said? What she said? Mera papa ladka dhund raha hai. What should I say? One day in frustration, you say, you go ahead. She will really go ahead. Because you are jobless, useless. Overall, you are nalayak. You want that situation? Then focus. Okay. Yes, guys, Mr. Abhishek, the nickname I have given to him in those days is Mr. K. Mr. K. He only explained the reason why is Mr. K. Okay. Mr. Abhishek, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Abhishek.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Thanks, Abhishek. You are spending your weekend for next generation Java developers. Okay. To motivate, to share. By sharing your journey, you are going to inspire them. Okay. Right. Abhishek, you can start speaking. You can start sharing your journey.
Yeah. Hi. Thanks, sir, for giving me this opportunity. So let me start from my intro. So I'm Abhishek Kumar, and basically I'm from Bihar, Hajipur, and I have done BTech in 2016. I have completed that, and from electronics background. So it's very tough to me to get into the software industry because we are having core things there, and I got job also in the core, but I didn't like it, so I left it within a 10 days only. And then I came to Hyderabad, and I seen those crowds, and in the sir batch only there might be more than 1,000 members in a single classroom. So we have a big hall. Now you guys are doing online classes, so you might not feel that. So we have seen those crowd, and we got scared, like whether we will get selected or not, whether we'll get a job or not. So I was having a first doubt only that how I will compete with them, because I don't have like proper communication also at that time. So I went to sir, and I personally reached to sir, and I wanted to talk to him. He spent, I think, on first day only more than 10 minutes with me. He explained, he motivated me how you should proceed and how we will crack the software industry. So first thing he told, whatever you will study here, first complete core Java. put more focus on core Java. If your base will be strong, you will learn all advanced things. Okay. So now, then I told we don't have that much funds and we want to finish it quickly. So he simply told you have spent a lot in BTech, nothing you gain. Just spend few more like extra money here, you will get more benefit in future. So I first completed OOPS concept. It took 6 months for completing till OOPS concept because Hari Krishna sir, he was teaching in depth and he has given some brief knowledge on that. So after completing OOPS concept, I came and I started from Servlet and JSP. So from there, my beginning like journey start with Natras sir, and from that day onwards, from 2017 October months, I think yes. So till now we are in touch, and I'm having whatever I'm getting doubts. Till now also I'm reaching to him. He's explaining to me, you need to go in that direction or whatever you have to choose. He's suggesting me all things till now also. So just trust him. Whatever sir is giving content, any like core Java, Spring or Hibernate, whatever content you are getting, just do practicing. You will do more practice, you will get more knowledge. Don't mug up things. Sir content only, just blindly follow my sentence. Just remember whatever concept I am giving. And seriously, if you guys will follow this concept right, so you don't need to worry about the experience, you don't need to worry about the job also. So if you'll go as a fresher also, they will treat you as expensive. You'll explain these concepts. And if you're putting experience also, you can put easily 3 or 4 years of experience with these contents. No one will doubt also. No one will get even single percent of doubt that you are fake guy or you don't even started your IT career. So those confident, if you'll go and attend interview, then you will feel the importance of these contents, because we have gone through that and we know what content sir is giving and what in real time it's needed. It's similar to that. You don't need to go to other websites also to reach where, like from where I should start Spring Boot and from which faculty I should learn Spring Boot. There might be some people who do extra search on Google engine and YouTube. So don't waste time over there. Sir, whatever sir is giving, do practice instead of wasting time over searching things. You can search things when you know some concept, you want some more depth, or you want to like get some more knowledge on that, you can put that. But sir content will be enough for that getting job. So that is the thing. And so many things are there. So you guys already learning with this Natras, and then you guys are very lucky that you got the like batch also. So we have waited 6 or 8 months, and more than that also. Sometimes we have waited for one batch. So at that time, that much crowd was there. Okay, so I'm coming to my journey. Like when I started, so from in 2018 May, I started my career. Like one thing I did after completion of Servlet and Hibernate and few concept from Spring. Sir suggested me go and attend some random interview and get the things what you have, and you will be like knowing yourself that where you are and where you have to put more focus on which topics, on which areas. So I started attending random interview, whether it is consultant or whether it is genuine job or it is fake job, I don't. So I was going and attending interview, giving that uh, written test and all. So when I completed Spring Boot, I think it was started only 10 days of class completed and I got first job. Then I came to sir. I told him I got the job. He told try some more companies. Again, I got 2, 3 offer letter. I came to sir. I got 3 offer letter. What should I do? She simply asked, what are those company and what is your package? So minimum package was there 2.4, 3.4 and 4.5. And some 4 also it was there from the Delhi based company. He suggested whatever is product based company, whether it is small or what, you don't need to run behind the money now. You need to run behind the knowledge. So if you'll get good knowledge, money will follow you, and you will be in next 5 to 6 years, you will be in good place. So I follow the same thing. I don't even look into the package at the time. I was joined with the 2.4 lakh. It was the product based company. And from there, my journey started. And after 1 year of completion, I switched the job. I got 7 offer letter, luckily. And that package varies from 5 to 10. So 2.4 to 10, I reached it in the second switch only. And in the first switch only. Then again, I came to sir, and sir has again suggested which company I should choose or where I should go and which direction I should go. So there again, joined Gap IT. You might have heard that name, Gap IT Technology. It's a product-based company. It is in Gachibowli, Bebrok. So there I started, and there I spent more than 2 years, and then again I switched, and I came to Oracle with the 300% of hike. That's the awesome thing happened with me. I didn't even expect that much package, but I got that package. And my father was very he is having concern that why you are not going for government job and why you are going to private, going running behind the private job. When I told the package, he is saying seriously, this much money they are giving you, or you're like lying us. So when I given his first month of pay slip and all, then he trusted. Okay, money is also there in the uh, private sector job. So just need to work for yourself. Sir is putting 100% of his effort. I know sir will never compromise with his effort. So he will put more than 100% also sometimes to do some R&D. Till now also he is doing some R&D. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're going good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So sir will always put more than 100% effort on us. So we just need to spend some time for practicing thing, understanding the concept. So my sincere request: don't mug up things. You will forget. If you have concept, you can build your answer by own. Sir, how sir is building his answers, you will simply build your answers by own. I never give an answer whatever they are in book or whatever they are in the Chrome browser, whatever they are in the on some other platform. If you search those answers, you will not get. So you will, if you will explain, they will understand that you are talking something conceptual things. If you talk conceptual thing in the interview, they will consider you more. You have some depth knowledge. If they will treat you like you got better knowledge on those things and you have command on those concepts. So you will get those preferences. If you tell bookish answer, right, they will think you read some online content and you came here. So try to build your own answers, whatever if possible. Few concepts are there which where you can tell some like bookish answer also, but try to give example what's a real time examples are given. Don't try start giving dog animals, those are outdated examples. So try to, when someone asks give me some oops concept example, try to put real time examples in front of interviewer. It will give you benefit. If you talk about dog animal, they will say you read from some online tool and you came here for giving interview. So real time, as much as real time, if possible, try to talk more real time things. If you are giving wrong answer also in some topic, if you are having real time examples, they will consider that. I am also in interview panel. I have taken more than 200 interviews till now, and I selected I think 10 or 12. Sir will scold why you are not selecting people. So 10 or 12 people I have selected, because many people will come and they will say some theoretical answer. If you'll ask, uh, give me some example, they will start talking about dog, they will start talking about animal. So those will give you bad impression in front of interview. So avoid those things. Build real time examples, and also just give 2 hours of your daily 2 hours of your daily day-to-day work, right? Get 2 hours and put on that practicing things. Whatever sir is telling, sir is giving one project, write your one separate project for yourself. Don't do that like sir has told me to do that, then I'm doing. No, you have to create some other project. We are having 12 members of group. Sir might remember our group. So we are coming every day with some extra project. We did this and we are facing this issues. So you will understand things. As much as you practice, that much knowledge you will get. If you are writing one program, you get success first time, you learn zero things. You didn't get anything. If you written some first project, you got hundreds of error, then hundreds of things you will learn by resolving those. So try to build those things in yourself and try to do as much as practice you can do. If you're getting errors, it's good that you are learning things. You will search that, you will get more concept and more knowledge on those areas. Because in interview they will ask some real time errors also, where you got that SQL injection error, where you got that null pointer exception, where got that data connection issues. So those things if you are getting, then you are in a good direction and you are learning good with these Java things. So Java is huge things. If you learn as much as you go, you will learn more things. Okay. Yeah. So coming to
Uh,
Mr. K, right? How
Abhishek,
I
Abhishek,
got. Yeah.
yeah, just conclude with how much package you started and how much package you are drawing now, and
Yeah.
now
So
you are
I
working
started
for which
career that
company?
yeah, as I mentioned, I started career with 2.4, and currently I'm in Oracle from past 3 years, and I am here more than 30 lakhs, and I got two promotion also. I got recognition every year we are getting. So this year also I'm expecting more from the Oracle. So the market is also good. So I will be like I will give like informs sir obviously if I'll get something else. So sir will update in the class. Anyway, we are going to be a friend now. I will come Hyderabad whenever I will come Hyderabad. I will personally meet you guys if you guys will be there in the Hyderabad institute.
Check. Thank you very much for sparing your Saturday leisure time for us.
Yeah,
Okay. Right. Try to share your LinkedIn profile
yeah, yeah.
in the chat box so that others will connect to you. Right.
Okay. So yeah, one more things I wanted to just put like nowadays interviewer is putting more effort on like more focus on the coding. So do practice coding on lit code or wherever hacker rank and all. So do practicing those questions also. So first round might be it will be on your
Yeah,
coding
go ahead.
side
Go ahead.
also.
Go ahead, Abhishek.
Yeah. So that only saying if you are having time, just spend some time on LinkedIn, lit code and hacker rank or hacker earth, whatever, wherever you have that coding things will be challenges, coding challenges will be there. Just go there and solve some problem. So you will know, you will be aware of those coding areas also. So nowadays companies are looking into that. First round must it will be the technical and that too coding round. Yeah. So that is one guidance from my end because I spent 7 years in IT industry and I am in interview panel. What they are giving, how you have to start your interview. So that is the first criteria. You have to do the coding test. So spend time on that also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. The last point, what he said is lot of code challenges they are giving. If possible, try to spend time on what? Hacker rank and what?
Lit code and all.
Uh, unit code. Fine. As a fresher, not that much required, but if you are going for experience nowadays, challenges they are giving. But for fresher also, if you have that knowledge, that will be added advantage. And there's more on core Java. There's no way related to Spring Boot and microservices. You have to study core Java in a different perspective. Some pattern they will give, they will ask you to draw, they will give some challenge, and they will ask to solve it. Fine. Okay. So thank you, Abhishek.
Yeah.
He will share his LinkedIn profile. Meet me when you come back to the Hyderabad.
Yeah. Sure.
Right. Okay. 1 minute. Let me check other student has joined or not. Rupa, did you join? Rupa, can you unmute yourself, Rupa?
Yes, sir.
Right. Congratulations, Rupa. I think
Thank you, sir.
yesterday night only she got the job. Uh, Okay. Yesterday night only she got the job as a fresher, that too from Naresh IT placement batch. And she belongs to morning 11 o'clock batch. And worst part with her happened is 3 months back or 2 months back, she got the job and
One
she
month back,
came
sir.
1 month back. Huh? Okay. She came and given speech on the dais saying that I got job. And later we came to know that is a fake company. But she has not lost her hope. Okay. And she kept on trying. And within 1 month, she got the job. And this time she double confirmed it is not a fake company because it came to Naresh IT through placement cell. So definitely it's not a, and this time she went to that place and given 1 2 interviews in the company itself. So it is not a fake company. I appreciate your positive attitude, Rupa. Fine.
Thank you, sir. But I
And
need a
more
suggestion.
importantly, she is not an engineering or MCA student, just BSc. Got it? And I think engineers should think about jumping into open nala that is there in what? Beside the Gurudwara, right? Especially so-called engineering girls. Aisa no na? Fine. So don't worry. Every dog has day. Her day has come. One day, your day also come. After all, you are also human beings, right? Right. Rupa, please go ahead and share all your journey. And one more thing I should appreciate her is she's a local girl, but she stays outskirts of the city. Anyone heard about Ibrahim Patnam? It's after Ring Road. ORR, Ring Road, ORR means so much outskirt, right? And after Ring Road, after outer Ring Road means what? Very far. But she is coming every day to Naresh IT to attend the offline class, and night she is going. And the morning 6 o'clock she starts from home, and night 10 o'clock she reaches the home. She got the option of attending online classes, but wantedly she opted what? Offline classes. The people who stays in hostel saying that today मुझे मन नहीं लग रहा, I will take online class. Huh? Today I don't have mood of dressing up. I don't have mood of what? Getting up and taking bath. I will take online class. That's not point here. And those people should also think about jumping into the drainage. I think at least 1-2 times all you people done. आज मुझे मन नहीं लग रहा, I will take online class. Huh? No, Sarah. Stand in front of mirror and answer yourself. Okay. If not done, it's a good attitude. If done, change your attitude. Because someone is coming from 70 kilometers every day, all the way from 70 kilometers. By changing 1-2 buses, 1-2 metro trains, and she is reaching here, done lot of practicals, cracked a few interviews, failed in few interviews, and at the end she is a just BSc graduate. Okay, listen to our success journey. It may motivate you, especially so-called engineers. It has to motivate you, right? At least realize it. Okay, for getting into software industry, graduation, engineering, postgrad, that is not enough. Your resume and content you placed in the resume and how you are expressing that content in the interview room. Those things will matter, right? Thank you. Rupa, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir said everything about me. Like I started my journey in September 1st, on September 1st in Naresh IT, 2024. On September 1st, my journey has started in Naresh IT, and I came from a BSc. I'm not like CS background in BSc also. I'm from MPE electronics background, and some like from my family suggestions, I came into Naresh IT for full stack placement assistance. I was like, my brother is in KBHP. I was like thinking to travel from KBHP, but that wasn't work out, and I came here. And in my relatives' home, I stayed, and every day I'm traveling. Like I got few interviews. Something had happened that left, and I was like attending interviews. I have attended 3 interviews, and I got placed in one, and all three from Narish IT, and one in Kondapur. I cracked, and another in Kajagoda, and I got some placements from Narish IT. Like in Narish IT, I have written some written tests also, and my journey was short, but it is like struggle. I was like traveling. I faced a lot from my family. Happened everything, and today I placed, and they are they are offering me 3 LPA, and I took family suggestions also today, and they said you have to join. You got like, now I am having 1 year gap, and I'm from a non-IT background. I should take it. Like that happened to me within a week. Like yesterday only, just yesterday I have attended the interview. In the evening like I got in the night at 8:30, I think so, I got the call from HR, like you are selected. There are 14 people, other all are from BTech, from the background of BTech, all are CSC. Like I was like shocked, all are CSC. They have given, like they have given tough competition, and some haven't got the like project. They have given a project in second round, and we have to explain them, and we have to present our in front of CEO. Like it is a startup, and they have conducted me aptitude test. Like they have taken 100 people every day, like 14 days they have conducted for 1 week, and from 14, like for per day they have taken one people, one person, 14 for 14 people. We, like yesterday we got a call and we went, and I cracked it. That was like happened, like what I don't know, with God's pleasure. And I was like thinking, right now also I'm in dilemma of joining, but my brother told me you have to take it. Like now the market is low, but you cracked it means it was like an achievement. Your 8 9 months struggle, everything. Like I have traveled 10, like I was like traveling 4 hours every day. My journey is like full of up and downs. Like I have never missed a exam or a class, like in Naresh IT till today. If there is an event in a home also, I didn't even go also. That was happened. From 4 months I didn't even show my face to my family. I was like proud today, and my family is like, you did it, everything will be fine, they said. This
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. Rupa, I think you are becoming emotional. I
Yes,
understand.
yes.
Yeah, yes, it's definitely appreciable. I agree that. Just share your interview preparation process so that others will get some knowledge what kind of hard work you have done to achieve this. Please.
Yeah, I did a lot of I did every code what is given in Naresh IT labs, and what I learned in core Java, like Jagannath sir taught us. Everything is real time, and advanced Java also I did everything. And I did my project in Spring Boot yesterday, and using request mapping, using JSP and MVC. That was like very good. I did every task till today, sir. Yesterday's one also I did, and everything, like whatever they given in the lab, everything I did. I think I have attended except one exam, like from my September month to till today I have missed only one Saturday exam. That, like I did everything, I have given my best, and I cracked this one today. Like I was like uh, I was like little emotional.
Thank you. Rupa, really appreciable. As I
Sir, I
told,
have a doubt. Like they are asking me 3 years bond.
I
Sure,
will tell.
like
See, Rupa, generally I suggest 1.5 year, 2 years bond is okay. Okay, 3 years, fine. Since market is bad and since you are a BSc graduate, there's no
yes,
wrong
sir.
of giving it. Just
Yes, sir.
close,
And that
close
means
your.
I have gotten, like I have a gap right now for 1 year. I have got a gap. That, like I am thinking I should take it. Like my brother also told me to take that one. Like you
Don't
got it
think
as
much.
a Java,
No,
full
no,
stack
Rupa,
Java.
don't think much. Happily accept the offer. 3 years bond is not a big time.
Yes,
Anyhow, if
sir.
you join in any other company also, I suggest you to work for 1.5 year to 2 years minimum.
Yes,
They're
sir.
asking only 1 year extra from you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that too, since you are from BSc grad, background.
Yes, sir.
So whatever opportunity you get it, you grab it. It's only first job you have to sacrifice like this. Second job onwards, your graduation, nothing matters. Your
Okay,
experience
sir.
matter, your subject matters. And I know you are a quick learner and a depth learner. Definitely you will reach good heights in future. No doubt.
Thank you.
Okay, na?
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Okay.
All the best. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And these online students are commenting in Telangana for girls free bus.
Uh, Sir, there is like
No, no,
everything.
1 minute, madam. Madam, I will reply. Why are you exciting? Are
Okay.
idiots, mindless fellows? Okay, you are thinking about free ticket. You are thinking about 70 kilometers journey of every day. Na? That much common sense is not there for you people. 1 minute. I will give reverse money to you people. Daily travel 70 kilometers. Ra. How much ticket fare? Let us assume 100 rupees. I will give 200 rupees per day. Daily travel twice. Morning one time and evening one time. Muddy fellows. Ah, muddy fellows. Are you eating food or something else? When someone achieved some thing in life by doing hard work, that too not for one day. It's from last 1 year, almost 1 year. She's traveling from 70 kilometers far, morning and evening, right? Is it the view you have to apply? You don't appreciate. I agree with that. But this is not the way. And you are not fit for any team environment. Sorry to say this. Try to do an individual business like chai banana, saloon mein cutting karna. That does need teamwork. You don't have any mind of appreciating team members. Waste fellows. On your head, if I keep 100 rupees, no one will purchase you for 1 rupee and you are judging a girl who got a job. Your head, because of your head, 100 rupees is losing its value. That is your situation in the market today. And you are judging a person who has done hard work and who achieved, who got a job by putting lot of efforts. Waste fellow. Sorry to say, I should question your brought up, not you. Fine, let it be.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sanjana, I know, Sanjana, you are not a girl. Okay, because no girl can be this much shameless. Not even a boy. You are a third party, third gender person. That's why you are asking this kind of stupid question in a professional environment. Okay, my dear third gender Sanjana. Okay. Yes, for you this question suits. Waste fellows. Okay. I also come from Kondapur to attend offline class. Kondapur is just 10 kilometers away from here. Okay, but still I appreciate Ravi Kumar. Still I appreciate Ravi Kumar. Okay, fine. Okay, let it be, guys.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Rupat. Thank you. Don't keep these idiots' wordings in mind. Okay, na?
Okay, sir. I
Dogs will
never, sir.
draw.
I never.
Dogs will always will be there sounding when elephant is walking. Okay, na?
Ah,
Fine.
that never comes into my mind, sir.
Yeah, no problem because all these are second.
I'll take only positive things, sir.
Yeah,
That's
that's
my
good. That's
mindset.
good. That's really good. Thank you.
Yes.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Right, guys. So this is about Spring Boot introduction. Okay, now let's get into the programming discussion, guys. Right. Every Spring Boot application will have one minimum annotation. That is what? At the rate Spring Boot application annotation. What annotation? It's a combination of how many annotations? How many annotations? Configuration, enable auto configuration, at the rate component scan. Total 3 annotations are there or not? Total 3 annotations are there or not? Super. What is the purpose of each annotation? Why they mixed into one single annotation? Okay, that I will take up when we meet in what? Monday's class. But without this annotation, our application will not run. And because of that, we generally add on the top of main class. Main class automatically become configuration class. Is there any need of shaping separate configuration class, guys? One wicket gone, right? Main class itself configuration. Next, it is also having enable auto configuration. Because of that, embedded database software, embedded server, making predefined class as Spring Bean, everything happens or not there. Number three, component scan. Okay, there is no need of you scanning classes, packages for classes with stereotype annotation. This annotation will can and will recognize stereotype annotation class as Spring Bean or not there. What do you mean by stereotype annotations, guys? Same annotation with minor changes. But agenda is what? All these annotations make predefined classes as Spring Beans are not there. Or any classes as Spring Beans are not there. So that means no need of configuration class, no need of component scanning. This single annotation will take care of every activity or not there. So that makes your life simple or not there, guys. Like these super annotations are there, which is combination of multiple annotation and simplifies our life. Definitely simplifies our life, right, my dear? Super, guys. Okay. This is 7 a.m., 7 p.m. No, no. Actually, I kept a link for old 7 a.m. batch. From there, it will connect. I hope you are started